Hey Algebra, Algebra 1. This is the next video. This is about multiply and divide. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is a fraction review with multiply and dividing fractions. Okay, so before, we've done this already. We did adding, subtracting fractions. And remember, if the bottom was the same, then we could either add or subtract the top. So if they're the same, then the bottom stays the same, and then this would be 3 minus 1, which is 2. Okay? But if they were different, then we had to do multiply across. 3 times 4, 12, 7 times 1, 7. There's minus in the middle, so I put the minus there. And then the last one was we multiply the bottom. 7 times 4, 28. 12 minus 7, 5 over 28. Okay? So now, we're going to do, that was if it was add or subtract, but what if it's multiply? Now multiply, we go across. So I'm going to go from the 3 to the 1 and multiply. 3 to 1, 3 times 1, 3. And then again on the bottom, go across. 7 times 4, 28. See how this is different? I did all the same numbers, but now when it's multiply in the middle, I go across. Add or subtract, then we multiply diagonal. Okay? So that's 3 over 28. Sorry, that's a 3. Okay? Remember, these are the notes from your notebook. If you don't have this notebook, I do have some extras over on the counter, and ask the tutors to help you put them together. Okay? Okay. And again, sorry, that's a 3. Just got messed up. Alright, so now, what if you have divide? Okay, if it's divide, first you're going to flip. Flip means I'm going to switch the numbers, okay, on the second one. So now, first I flip these two numbers. The 4 goes to the top, the 1 goes to the bottom. This is only if it's divide. And then I'm going to multiply, and I change it down to multiply, darab. I go from taksim to darab. Okay, I flip it, and then we go from taksim to darab. Multiply, so from divide to multiply. Now I do the same thing, and I go across. 3 times 4, 12, 7 times 1, 7. There's your answer. Okay. Another example. Try this one on your own. Pause the video, try it on your own. Okay, so now, again, multiply, I go across. 3 times 4, 12, 5 times 3, 15. And I'm done. Okay? Now, what if that was the same problem? Let's do number 4. Same numbers, but now divide. Okay? You try this one. Pause the video. You try. Okay? Now remember, if we have divide, that means I need to flip first. I take the second one and I flip it. So now the first one stays the same. This, and I flip these numbers. 3 goes up here. 4 goes down here. And then this becomes multiply. And now that it's multiply, I go across. 3 times 3, 9. 5 times 4. So again, on this one, number 3, we're going to multiply the top. So 3 times 4, and then 5 times 3, because that's what's the same on the top. Okay, because we have multiply in the middle. So we're going to do 3 times 4, and then 5 times 3. Okay, so 12 and then 15. But then what if, let me do another one here. What if I've got the same numbers, and it says divide? Okay, again, if we have divide, that means I'm going to flip those numbers on the right. 3 goes to the top, 4 goes to the bottom, and then we multiply instead. Okay, so now, again, we go across. 3 times 3, 9. 5 times 4, 20. That's it. Okay, now let's go to this next page where it says fractions and mixed numbers, multiply, divide. Okay, now we're going to just go ahead and go to number 1 here. So now, first thing is we want to convert. We want to change it to a regular fraction or improper. We don't want a big number and a small number, a fraction. Okay, so remember what we do. First, again, we're multiplying two numbers. If we have a negative, I'm going to do triangle first. So negative, positive. So that means my answer at the end, I need to make sure, remember, it's going to be negative. Okay, so now, first, if you remember this, we do this number times the bottom number times the big. So 2 times 2, 4. Then we add the 3, plus 3. Okay, then this number, that number always goes on the bottom. And then multiply. And then again, the same here. 5 times the 1. Okay, plus, remember, multiply it, then plus the number on the top, which is 4. And then I put the 5 on the bottom. Now again, first we're going to do 4 plus 3 and 5 plus 4 on the top. So 7 over 2. And then 5 plus 4 is 9 over 5. And again, now we have two fractions that we multiply and we go across. 7 times 9, 63. And 2 times 5, 10. Okay? Remember, we multiply across. From right, left to right. Okay? Now, what if it's a special case? Okay? So, now what if it's a special case where we have to divide? Okay? Well, first we need to change it, again, like we did before. Oh, and I apologize. Remember that the triangle said it was negative, so the answer is going to be minus. So it's minus 63 over 10. Now this one, again, triangle. So we don't forget, I'm going to do it down here. Okay, so we have plus. This answer is, this number is plus. This number is minus. The answer is going to be minus. So now first, 5 multiplied 2. Then plus 4. Then that number goes on the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to put divide here. Then 1 times the 3 goes here. Then plus 4. Then the 3 goes here on the bottom. Now we do the top. 10 plus 4, 14. 3 plus 4, 7. And remember, the bottom doesn't change. But now look, I've got divide. So that means I need to take this number and flip it first. Okay, so the 3 goes to the top, 7 to the bottom, and now we multiply. Now I go across, 42 over 35. Done. Okay, so if I'm working on the worksheet, you notice here, like number 1, I've got a negative, so I'm going to do triangle. Again, if it's just two fractions, we do across. So negative, positive, answer is negative. 5 times 1, 5. 4 times 3, 12, done. Okay. Let's go down here. This is where we convert. Okay, actually let's do this example here. 5 to the 2, 10, multiply plus 1, 10 over the 5, multiply, sorry, and 4 to the 1, multiply, 4 times 1, 10 plus 3, then put down the 4, okay, and remember we have negatives here, So I'm going to go ahead and do triangle, negative, negative, so positive. And I just remember that I did not, I apologize, but I did the triangle and that answer should have been minus, but that was minus. Okay, so don't forget that at the end when you do your triangle. Okay? So this answer is going to be plus, so we don't have to remember that. Okay? So now 10 plus 1, 11. 4 plus 3, 7 over 4. And then multiply in the middle so that we go across. Okay? Not minus, but multiply across. 11 times 7, 77. 5 times 4, 20. Okay? Now in the back, it's all divide. And remember, you need to flip first. So first we have negative, negative, so answer is positive. So here, first I need to flip. So 7 goes to the top, 10 goes to the bottom, and we change to multiply, and then we go across. 3 times 7, 21, 10 times 10, 20, done. Okay? And that's it.